have not. Thank you for that, Terrence. I haven't seen you in a while. Where you been hiding at?
Man, I've been in Hollywood prison.
Oh, stop it.
During the past few weeks, people have been discussing Diddy. Blog writers and people who utilize social media continue to make him the subject of their publications. Everyone intends to make a meal out of him. Recently, however, an unanticipated individual made the decision to reveal him. Terrence Howard, a well-known personality in the entertainment industry, recently discussed Diddy, shedding light on the fact that Diddy is purportedly one of the reasons why he quit the entertainment industry. Why he left Hollywood. Terrence Howard made the announcement that he will be retiring from acting during an appearance with Entertainment Tonight. His ability to portray a wide range of personalities and his versatility as an actor have made him a fan favorite over the course of several decades. While being interviewed, Terrence stated that he had retired for the most part 2 years before the interview. I had finished. Terrence made his debut as an actor in the film The Jacksons, An American Dream, in which he portrayed the part of Jackie Jackson among the Jackson family. It was his portrayal as the leader of the musical family in the Fox television series Empire that brought him widespread recognition and made him a household celebrity after he was cast in the role. The idea that Terrence would retire struck a chord with him more than 10 years ago, as said in a report that was broadcast on Revolt TV. Sidney Poitier responded to his question regarding his own goals by asking, "Why would I spend my last 10 years doing an impersonation of myself?" The question was posed to him. This is the point at which I have arrived. In his opinion, Hollywood has always had a bias against black men, and he believes that this bias has consistently existed. A conversation has been sparked as a result of his words, which are claimed to have stated that black men are assigned more feminine duties. In recent times, following the arrest of Diddy, individuals have begun to establish a connection between Howard's remarks and Puffy. There have been statements made in the past by individuals such as Dave Chappelle and Cat Williams that black performers need to wear dresses in order to achieve superstar status in the entertainment industry. Terrence Howard expressed support for this opinion when he remarked that a significant number of individuals consider black performers to be a potential danger. Terrence, much like Diddy, has been involved in his fair share of controversy in his own right. During the year 2001, he was taken into custody for assaulting his first wife. The assault on his wife received criticism from the general public, as a great number of individuals were opposed to the concept of violence based on gender. However, that was not the end of Howard's problems with women during that time. Additionally, his second ex-wife, Michelle, accused him of engaging in violent behavior within the home. In 2011, Michelle filed a petition for a restraining order, stating that throughout the years, he had a habit of physically abusing her. Terrence Howard revealed that he had treated his ex-wife in an abusive manner during an interview that took place in 2015 with Rolling Stone. According to what Terrence claimed in the interview, "She was talking to me in a very forceful manner, and I lost my mind and slapped her in front of the infant." The problem of violence against women and violence against women in the home in general has become increasingly prevalent among celebrities. In the year 2016, Sean Combs was also involved in a case of this nature with Cassie Ventura, who was his girlfriend at the time. In the footage, Diddy can be seen slapping Cassie and throwing a vase at her both at the same time. It has been asserted that Diddy has not only been aggressive toward women, but that he has also been a significant contributor to the emasculation of black actors in the entertainment industry. Due to the fact that Terrence did not wish to be emasculated, he made the decision to leave the entertainment industry. Diddy is said to have wanted celebrities to participate in odd habits, according to the allegations. According to a number of articles that can be found on the internet, Diddy may have been involved in gay activities. This has led to the speculation that he was also involved in providing black actors with roles that were traditionally associated with women. The word on the street is that Terrence Howard did not decide to leave the entertainment industry overnight. It is said that he was blacklisted because he did not comply with the objective that Diddy and other Hollywood figures had. It was because of this that the influential people in Hollywood decided to get rid of him. Immediately after Diddy was taken into custody, there were whispers going around that Terrence might have been a member of Diddy's inner circle. While it has not been established beyond a reasonable doubt, there are others who believe that Terrence divulged his ideas regarding the emasculation of black actors in order to draw attention away from his connections to Diddy. There is a rumor going around that Terrence may have been a participant in one of the freak-off parties that Diddy is said to have hosted on occasion. There have been multiple reports that Terrence was present at Diddy's residence with young actors such as Orlando Brown. These charges have not been verified. Although there are some individuals who are sure that what Terrence mentioned about black performers being emasculated in Hollywood is accurate, there are others who are not. Morgan Freeman, Samuel L. Jackson, and Denzel Washington are examples of some of the black actors in Hollywood who earn the highest salaries. Other examples are Denzel Washington and Samuel L. Jackson. In all honesty, these actors have never played roles that are traditionally associated with women. However, what if the charges that Diddy is participating in the emasculation of black male stars in Hollywood are shown to be true? For the purpose of investigating this possibility, it is necessary to investigate some of the actions that Diddy has taken in the past. Is Diddy gay? P. Diddy has been the subject of speculation ever since his arrest, and many people are wondering whether or not he is gay. During those Diddy freak-off parties, one of the dealers who used to provide him narcotics claimed that he saw prominent celebrities engaging in homosexual sexual activity with one another. Diddy reportedly opened the door for him while he was wearing nothing but a robe, as stated by the dealer. According to the dealer, Diddy took him to a bedroom in the back of the house, where they formed a deal to sell him cocaine. The dealer stated that upon entering, he witnessed a number of celebrities engaging in homosexual sexual activity within Diddy's mansion. Despite the fact that it is difficult to believe something that comes from a random person, the accounts that have been told about Diddy being part of such activities have been overpowering. Additionally, there are allegations that are consistent with this narrative. Freddie P. claims that he was able to make a number of observations when he was working with the rapper who is 54 years old. In the past, Freddie asserted that Farnsworth Bentley was purportedly Diddy's little boyfriend at one point in time. As far as he is concerned, he is of the opinion that Diddy is only interested in guys. When it comes to Puffy, Freddie P. stated, "Of course I believe that he is gay. I have the impression that everyone in his immediate vicinity is gay, and I do not believe that you are permitted to remain in his company unless you have demonstrated that you either agree with his view or that the thought does not disturb you." He proceeded by saying, "There is not a single man that I can imagine Diddy hanging around with, and I don't believe that he has ever even attempted to do so by any means." It was stated by him that Puffy has a problem with excluding people from his life. Freddie discussed Diddy's association with Farnsworth Bentley in an interview with The Art of Dialogue. He stated, "Y'all don't understand how I at Farnsworth Bentley." Freddie was referring to the fact that he was at Farnsworth Bentley. "This man, now that we are aware of the monster, you were the one who carried that man's umbrella. I witnessed this man treat you with contempt at every opportunity he had. At times, he spoke to you as if you were his little boyfriend." In spite of the fact that Puffy and Bentley have not yet verified whether or not they were romantically involved, the charges that were made by Freddie may have some basis in reality, particularly when taking into consideration the claimed manipulation techniques that Diddy employs. There have been a great number of reports that Diddy has been guilty of engaging in homosexual behavior. An additional allegation made by Rodney Lil Rod Jones was that Diddy attempted to prepare him for gay sex. Additionally, the producer claims that Diddy used to harass him and made multiple attempts to coerce him into engaging in homosexual sexual activity with an unidentified individual. In fact, Rodney Jones went so far as to file a lawsuit against Diddy in which he made the same charges. Rolling Stone conducted an interview with Lil Rod, during which he disclosed a number of facts regarding Diddy. According to Rod, who was interviewed, he is a monster. He is willing to perform any action that is required in order to achieve his goals. He is not one to accept a negative response. He was the one who told me, "Whoever is capable of saying such in jest is a monstrous individual. He is not someone who should be messed with. If you are a person whose brand is Love Records, you should change your name to Love and give your child the name Love. He does not demonstrate love. Simply put, he is marketing." During the course of more than a year, Lil Rod reportedly resided in 3 different residences with Diddy. Additionally, he asserted that he had been a witness to and experienced a number of sexual activities on many occasions. The charges that were made by Lil Rod were extremely detailed, and a number of prominent individuals, including the actor Cuba Gooding Jr., were stated that were referenced. There have been further allegations that have surfaced online, in addition to the allegations that Lil Rod has made, which suggest that Diddy may be gay. Someone by the name of Shadow of Ezra uploaded a video to X in which they asserted that Diddy was involved in pedophilic acts. Her narration can be found in the film, in which she describes how Kim Porter, the mother of Diddy's children, is said to have discovered tapes that were recorded by Puffy. Those films, according to Kim, showed Diddy indulging in sexual actions with young boys. Kim alleged that she saw Diddy doing these things. In addition to this, she goes on to explain that one of the young boys who was involved with Diddy is someone who went on to become a very successful pop star. As a result of going through the post, a lot of people have been talking about it and making connections between Justin Bieber and the boy who is rumored to be a famous pop star. This is due to the fact that a different video showing Diddy and Bieber has been rediscovered. Diddy can be heard on the video, indicating that he is going to spend the next 48 hours with Justin Bieber, who claims to be 15 years old at the time. Following the transfer of Justin Bieber to Diddy on that particular day, this transpired. People have been chatting, and they are wondering that Diddy may have done something to Justin Bieber inside those 48 hours. In that tape, Diddy is heard saying that he is unable to reveal what he was going to be doing with Bieber over the 48 hours, but that they would be spending the time together in secret. The relationship between Diddy and Usher has also been the subject of rumors and speculation. People have a strong suspicion that Usher was also one of the victims that Kim Porter was supposedly alluding to. That is because Diddy and Usher have maintained a very tight relationship throughout the years. Diddy's home was Usher's home for a considerable amount of time in the past. Following the recent arrest of Diddy and the resurgence of a number of theories on the internet, many people are of the opinion that Diddy may have taken advantage of Usher while he was staying at the hotel. Following the arrest of Diddy, Usher removed nearly 7,000 posts from his various social media profile accounts. As a result, rumors began to circulate that he was aware of specific information regarding Diddy, but was attempting to conceal it. Many people believe that Usher was present at the freak-off parties that took place at Diddy's house when he was a young boy. It has been suggested by a great number of individuals on the internet that he might have also participated in those acts with Puff Daddy. Additionally, there was a video that was going around that had Diddy and Meek Mill with each other. One of the males can be heard making sexual sounds, while the other two men are participating in sexual activity on the video. As the video proceeds, a man can be heard proclaiming that he was there at one of Diddy's parties at one point in time. During the time that other people at the party were drinking alcohol, the man in the video asserted that he did not partake in the activity and instead smoked marijuana. He observed that the booze appeared to have been tampered with. Additionally, he stated that he witnessed Diddy and Meek Mill making their way to the bedroom where the interaction took place. He claimed that Meek appeared to be unconscious of the activities he was taking. In addition, the man indicated that he had captured audio of the entire episode and preserved it as evidence of what takes place at these parties. It has not been established whether the man's assertions in the video are accurate, but, based on the discussion that has been going on online, it is possible that his story contains some reality. A great number of individuals have come out with allegations that Diddy is involved in gay sex, and some of these individuals have suggested that Diddy advocates for such activity. The rumors that Diddy may be involved in the emasculation of black Hollywood performers appear to have some merit, particularly in light of the numerous allegations that have been made against him. The chief executive officer of Bad Boy Records has been gradually sliding as a result of these allegations, and his life is taking a dramatic turn that has the potential to endanger his job and permanently ruin his reputation. How did Diddy fall? The cases that have been filed against Sean Diddy Combs and R. Kelly are, in fact, rather similar to one another. This is especially true when considering the fact that both of them are well-known singers who are accused of using their celebrity and power to perpetrate and hide sexual offenses. Both of these guys have been at the heart of huge legal disputes that have involved charges of misconduct and abuse. The prosecutor who tried the case of R. Kelly, Nadia Shihada, stressed how popular figures can use their power to commit major crimes, which is similar to the claims that have been made against Diddy. At the moment, Kelly is serving time for sexual misconduct and sex trafficking, and Diddy, who is facing allegations that are comparable to those against Kelly, has the possibility to be convicted and receive a life term as well. The Racketeer Influenced and Corrupt Organizations Act, RICO, which has traditionally been utilized for the purpose of prosecuting organized crime, is one of the most important legal frameworks that is utilized in both circumstances. The RICO Act was utilized in an inventive manner in the case of R. Kelly, with the intention of focusing on a single individual whose economic empire was accused of facilitating criminal activities. It was pointed out by John Miller of CNN that the case of Diddy follows a similar pattern in which his economic organization is said to have assisted and covered his actions. In a manner that is analogous to the coercive methods that Kelly was accused of employing, it is asserted that Diddy's business company manipulated his victims, including the provision of medications to them, in order to guarantee their obedience. The claims that have been made against Diddy have been deemed to be untrue by R. Kelly, who has defended Diddy despite his own guilt. During an interview with WAC 100, Kelly mentioned the fact that Homeland Security investigators had conducted raids on Diddy's properties and emphasized the importance of taking the issue seriously. Kelly has stated that she is unable to believe the allegations, asserting that Diddy is being unfairly targeted, and has also issued a warning that other famous personalities may be subjected to allegations of a similar nature in the future. In addition, Tanika Ray, a former dancer, took part in the discussion and related her distressing experiences with Diddy. During the aftermath of the raids that were conducted on Diddy's properties in Miami and Los Angeles, Tanika mentioned that her cousin, who is a journalist, had unpleasant encounters with Diddy. She intends to publish these events in a future memoir. She also lauded Cassie Ventura, Diddy's ex-girlfriend, for coming out against the abuse she reportedly faced and for recognizing the challenges that women face when they are in relationships that are violent. Tanika pushed for an end to violence in relationships and underlined the significance of victims taking time to heal after experiencing such traumatic events. This sentiment draws attention to the more widespread problem of abuse and emphasizes the importance of encouraging victims to have the bravery to come out and talk about their experiences, just as Cassie did. Both of these cases provide light on the ways in which powerful individuals have the capacity to misuse their positions, as well as the ways in which legal frameworks such as the RICO law are being modified to handle similar abuses of power situations. During an interview, Maitland Ward, an actress working in the adult film industry, voiced her concerns on the risks associated with Diddy's parties. During an interview with TMZ, she claimed that the parties seemed to be more intense than what she is used to experiencing in the adult film industry. In her discussion on the use of intravenous fluids to assist guests in healing, she suggested that the fluids might be required for recuperation following the consumption of substances or the performance of strenuous physical activity. Furthermore, the actress, who is 47 years old, emphasized the significance of consuming a substantial amount of water and maintaining proper hydration for actors working in the field, particularly male performers. She believes that anyone who engages in such sexual practices ought to be sober and should abstain from using any alcoholic beverages or drugs. She gave the impression that the IV fluids were necessary because of the intoxication rather than because of the sexual actions themselves. With Sean Diddy Combs, Tom Bryant recalls attending a crazy party in Paris, France. The celebration was held in France. The event was characterized by him as being rather peculiar, and he mentioned that there was a little VIP room that was filled with women who had been selected by Diddy's entourage. Some of the women were grabbed from a club and had previously participated in a show that took place in Paris as well. Bryant made an effort to investigate the manner in which Puffy planned his gatherings. During that time period, Diddy's parties were receiving a lot of accolades, and Tom was keen to find out how they were organized. Diddy responded by explaining that he provides free money to the guests at the events, in addition to providing them with an assortment of beverages and food. Despite the fact that Puffy stated that he had lost a significant amount of money at these events, he did not care as long as the parties went according to plan. In his remarks, he mentioned that his guest list normally includes well-known figures and that the majority of British celebs would have a difficult time getting in. Following his partying escapade with Diddy in Paris, Combs reportedly proceeded to London, where he continued his partying spree. Tom claims that this occurred. Diddy's video that was recently rediscovered contained a discussion in which he referred to the practice of locking women up as a component of what he refers to as a killer party. During an interview on Late Night with Conan O'Brien, Diddy dropped a hint about the factors that contribute to the legendary status of his parties. During the course of the interview that took place in 2002, Diddy brought up a topic that appeared to be somewhat sinister. Diddy stated, "This is what you have to do," during the television interview that he gave to Conan O'Brien. It goes without saying that there are stunning women, undoubtedly attractive men for the ladies to be with. On top of that, the business magnate mentioned that water and alcoholic beverages are essential elements for a perfect Diddy party. When the music mogul was pressed to explain what he meant by this, he reacted by saying, "I'm not sure whether you've observed this, but a lot of ladies drink water during parties. If you do not have what they require, they will leave regardless. You have to keep them there. You do not have door locks." The joke that Diddy told, which appeared to make the audience and the host laugh, can be interpreted as sending a message that is ominous, particularly in light of the fact that he was arrested and claims have been made against him. By stating that Diddy's parties do sound a touch risky, O'Brien demonstrated that he was uncomfortable with the responses that Diddy provided. Nevertheless, the rapper gave a response that stated, "It's a little bit kinky." In addition, Diddy stated that his parties always required high-quality music, and the guests who attended also required him. The names of Naomi Campbell and Martha Stewart were provided by Diddy in response to a question about whether or not any Hollywood celebrities had attended his events. In addition, he disclosed that Henry Winker, who appeared in Happy Days, had been present at his events. As a result of his recent arrest, a great number of things from his past have come to light, and some of the remarks he made in earlier interviews have come back to haunt him. Within the confines of the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn, Diddy is now being held in custody. It is possible that he will spend 15 years in prison, or much worse, a lifetime, if he is proven guilty. During the course of his trial, the prosecution alleged that Diddy was a danger to the general public. They said that if Diddy were to be released, he would make an effort to tamper with the claims that were being made against him. The fact that Sean Diddy Combs had been communicating with his victim since the raid on his house was carried out was evidenced by the fact that there were detailed texts and phone calls. In the course of the raids that took place on Diddy's residences on March 25, 2024, the authorities disclosed that they had discovered a number of items that were extremely unsettling. The incident was witnessed by his kids, Justin and Christian, who were present at the time. A lawsuit of a similar nature has also been filed against Christian Combs in the past. A woman who had previously worked on Diddy's boat asserted that Christian King Combs, Diddy's son, attempted to coerce himself into having sexual relations with her. During the course of the litigation, she alleged that Christian arrived at the yacht looking to be completely intoxicated. Diddy's son allegedly coerced her into drinking tequila against her will, according to her allegations. Christian demanded that she take further shots after she had had the first one. It was at that point that the woman started to have suspicions that the beverage might have been tampered with. According to the allegations that she made in the lawsuit, Christian began touching her in an unwanted manner and grabbing her private parts. Christian Combs and his father, Sean Diddy Combs, were named as defendants in the case that was filed by the woman. Her assertion was that Puffy was the one who was accountable for the yacht, and that he had arranged for his son to carry out the conduct in question. Despite the fact that the case was never resolved, it has been brought to light that Diddy and his kid are capable of engaging in such behavior. Many people have been discussing the fact that Diddy is a skilled manipulator, and rumors have been spreading about him. It is clear that this is the case because a large number of people have come forward to identify him as such. Although it is difficult to tell whether or not all of these charges against Sean Diddy Combs are accurate, there are some of the allegations that have been made against him that have sufficient proof to substantiate assertions that he has committed wrongdoing. During the search warrants that were conducted on his residences, a number of materials were retrieved. These items included roughly 784 sex toys and 1,000 bottles of baby oil, among other things. One would have a hard time believing that a typical individual would have such a vast quantity of sex toys in their possession. The claims that Terrence Howard made are brought back into focus by this occurrence. Now that the rumors that have been going around about Diddy perhaps being involved in the emasculation of Black Hollywood superstars are beginning to make sense, they are becoming more credible. This is a mature man who possesses 784 sex toys and 1,000 bottles of baby oil, despite the fact that nothing has been demonstrated to support this claim. In the event that they are not involved in something that raises questions, who would retain such things in their home? What is the purpose of the 1,000 bottles of baby oil? In the case of Diddy, the baby oil scandal has generated a lot of buzz on various social media platforms. For his part, 50 Cent has also turned to Twitter to express his opinion on the matter of baby oil. While making light of the situation, he uploaded a picture of a bottle of baby oil that bore the name Diddy's Baby Oil printed on the back of the bottle. Even though it is common knowledge that the rap icon enjoys making jokes and tends to be a little bit sarcastic, the joke that he tells does, in fact, make a point. As a result of the recent arrest of Diddy and the raid that was conducted on his residence, we have been able to learn facts about the hip-hop entrepreneur that we were previously unaware of. Because of his arrest, the claims made by individuals like Cassandra Ventura and Lil Rod, along with other individuals, have begun to make sense. Many of the celebrities who have been involved in Diddy's freak-off parties are expected to be questioned at some point in the future, according to the rumors that have been circulating. Quite a commotion has been caused as a result of the continuing inquiry, as well as the numerous tips regarding what Diddy used to do. For him, it is quite challenging to ever feel the freedom that comes with a breath of fresh air. Diddy was handed a 14-page indictment, as the case is currently developing, according to the progression of events. In the aftermath of his arrest, he has made 2 separate attempts to obtain bail. However, both times, he has been unsuccessful in obtaining bail. Due to the fact that the prosecutors are not willing to show any sympathy to him, it is possible that Diddy will wind up facing a trial that is really severe. His situation is the subject of widespread discussion, and it has already prompted a great deal of narratives from individuals all across the world. We will be paying great attention to the procedures of his case as time goes on, and we will be able to discover the truth behind some of the rumors, hypotheses, and stories that have been making headlines regarding Sean Combs since they were first reported. It is possible that Diddy plays a significant impact in securing roles in Hollywood that are traditionally reserved for women. This is simply due to the fact that he has been a prominent character in the entertainment industry for a considerable amount of time. Additionally, he is well known for the alleged crimes that he has committed, including films in which he is allegedly seen engaging in sexual activity with young boys, as Kim Porter asserts. Lil Rod's claims that Diddy was preparing him for gay sex are adding fuel to the fire of speculations that Diddy is involved in the entertainment industry in Hollywood. Instead of pointing against his involvement, there are a lot of signs that point in the opposite direction. As his case continues to develop, additional details may become available, despite the fact that there is no concrete evidence.